YouTube world! Guess what? I'm back with another episode of The Hot Seat. And boy, when I say hot, I mean shit got real. Grab your towels. Let's get into this video.
What did you say, nigga?
Say something slick, you getting packed the fuck out. Who me? I'm about to black the fuck out.
What is up, podcast world? It's your boy Cali, aka Mr. LDS. We're here with Raiderlyfe. Y'all already know it's The Hot Seat. We're here to address some shit. It's uncensored, unedited, and we live. So what it said is what it said. Raiderlyfe. I've been hearing a lot about this Twitter shit on Twitter, of course. Talking about black stuff and this Black History Month, and I just want to know your opinion on what there's a guy named Scomo talking about. He wants to rate people who are black of color, and I just want to know what your opinion is on it.
All right, well, if we can take it back, I feel like maybe a day or two before the tweet even came about. I've always spoke against like people getting rated or attention given to them based on clout. I've always been a huge speaker of that, and that's just what it was a couple of days ago. I've been preaching it for years, and I think February 2nd. Let's get it right, because it could have been February 1st. But I will go out my way right now to find this, because I do want to make sure that the viewers understand where I'm coming from when I mention this.
All right.
Pretty much February 1st. It was a tweet made by Scomo that mentioned, hey, for Black History. No, he said, I think for Black History Month, I am going to rate black streamers. So, at me, their names, so I can follow them. And this is made at, about 2:30, 2:40 p.m. that day. Now, mind you, I was sleeping because I streamed I streamed all the way till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning the next day. I don't go to bed till about 6 a.m. when I stream anyway. So I woke up at about 4 o'clock. I saw the tweet, and instantly I was like, wait a second, what the fuck is this? So I seen it, and my first tweet, if you guys go back in time, it's still there. I said, yo, huh? I was fucked up by it, but then nobody catch on. And then my second tweet was, oh yeah, we about to talk. I'm about to, man, my whole stream may be talking some shit because I took offense to it, right? And then the third tweet, it just happened to, I just said, hey man, this is wrong. My third tweet, I went in, and I just didn't understand why there had to be a divide. I'm like, wait a minute, man, Black History Month, black streamers. Like since when was we black streamers? Like, I was fucked up by it. So I spoke on it, and it got traction by, many people. But it didn't get the attention of him, obviously. So I guess like maybe you fast forward to today, February 3rd, one of my closest friends, she had reached out to him, and she sent him a picture of his tweet and my tweet side by side. And his tweet was his tweet, which was rating black streamers, and then my tweet said, don't rate me because I'm black, rate me because of my accomplishments, you know what I'm saying, and because you want to see me win. So once he saw that, then he came to my chat, my page, and that's when he voiced his opinion. But in voicing his opinion, he said, "You reaching." If anybody don't know what reaching means, or maybe not understand what that meant, that was him telling me I was doing too much. Like, nah, you reaching, meaning that you taking this too far. So again, I got offended. I'm like, wait a second, I'm reaching. You know what I'm saying? So it then led to me seeing it like, you know what? He don't know what the fuck he did. And before he said I was reaching, I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. Like, hey, maybe this was just, something that was misworded. Maybe he didn't mean what he said. I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. I never accused him of being racist. I never accused him of no malice of anything of that nature. And it was just, it was fucked up to me that he would think that I was reaching. Like,
Right.
instead of acknowledging the fact that, you know what, maybe I made a mistake, he pointed the finger at me. And the rest is history. So I'm here right now to, answer whatever you want to ask me, and I'm not gonna hold nothing back. So I'm gonna leave it up to you to ask me any question you want to ask me right now. I'm gonna leave it to you, and I'm gonna answer it, man, like a man, bro.
Um, well, I did want to ask. Besides, of course, I'm sure it made you feel it's upsetting. Of course, as a black man, to feel that way and to say I'm gonna rate you, based on skin color. Um, if you had to look him face to face without no confrontation and just talk to him and let him know how you felt, what would be the exact words that you would say to him?
I like how you worded that, first of all, because when I initially made my post, I was mad, but I always felt in the back of my mind that he was just ill advised, or maybe he didn't know the history. You know what I'm saying, of my culture. And what I would say, well, what I would have said to him was, "Hey, man, that wasn't the way to go about that. You know, if you're gonna do something like that, you know what I'm saying, for a culture, like, just do it like Nike. You don't have to advertise it. You don't have to telegraph it. We don't have to see it coming, man. Just be a real one and do it from the heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's plenty of good deeds that are done in this world where people do things just because that's how they feel in their heart. They mean it. They don't want no recognition. They don't want no likes. Like, you got to remember, he got like over 200 likes for this comment. You got to remember that it was black people that co-signed this and they agreed with it. They were like, "Hey, man, they tagged like 8 or 9 people at a time in this tweet." So I understand his view. I understand that he may have thought nothing was wrong with this because a lot of black folks, let alone other individuals of different races, agree with this. I can't be mad at him for that. But I'm that 1%. I'm 37 years old, man, and I just saw something wrong with that. I said, "Hey, man, I remember the segregation days where you had colored only fountains, colored only, white only. I remember them days, and when you say I'm going to rate black streamers, I instantly thought segregation. I don't apologize for what I learned in history. I don't apologize for that. I
Exactly.
didn't mean to make it like you was a bad guy or that you was a racist or that you meant any ill will by it. I didn't mean for that to happen, but I had to defend myself. I could have easily went to your page and said what I wanted to say, but as you said, because Scomo said, 99% of the people agreed with me on his tweet. He said it. I don't dispute that. I do not disagree with him. That's the reason why I kept my words on my page. He's right. They agreed with that. I didn't agree with it. I banned everybody that on Madden Live and people that I personally respected. People I knew, I banned them. I blocked them. The only people I exposed that to was my cousin and Pony Montana. I said, this is what I did. I was hurt. Because regardless of you trying to get your name up in Madden Live or whatever it is, man, you know that was wrong. You see my point of view. Shout out to Meta Piranha. Shout out to J Dub. iMav. Huge YouTuber. Huge YouTuber. He don't even follow me. But he saw it and liked it. So once iMav, Big Cap, J Dub, Meta Piranha, my boy Mine, Ron Two Wavy, once these individuals seen that and they was like, bruh, I get where you're coming from. I said it in my stream, the same day I saw it. I said, man, he didn't mean nothing by it. I just feel like he just didn't know what he was saying. He don't understand the plight. He don't understand the culture. It's cool. I get it. But then he comes out today and he's like, you're reaching. It triggered me, bro. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm reaching. So what am I reaching on? Did you not say what you said? Or are you saying I'm reaching because you're trying to like insinuate that I wish hate upon you? Like, what are you talking about? Like, that hurt my feelings. So I went live, man, and I invited him to the stream, and I allowed him to defend himself as a man. Like, I ain't no punk. Like, I'm not gonna talk about you and you can't get yours off. Like, nah, come, you know what I'm saying? Come say that shit you was saying on Twitter. You know? But yeah, that's where it came from, man. That's just, I
Now,
didn't
as
like what I
far
saw, man. And to this day, I don't agree with that. I think that we all people, man. Martin Luther King said it's only one race, man. It's the human race. You know what I'm saying? I live by that. I'm sorry.
as you were saying, blocking Madden Live people, those people, you, I'm not gonna say, well, yeah, it's like an expectation. You expect them to, as a, I would guess since he was saying as a black streamer, I'm going to be rating black streamers. You expected the Madden Live black streamers
Yes,
of
sir.
color to
Hmm.
speak up, but because they're with Madden Live, they feel like they can't say nothing. They were too scared to say something. Um, so is that what you meant by you had to block them?
Yes, sir. That's how I felt because when you base it on a specific group, I'm looking at that point. You base it on blacks, so I'm not worried about Big Cat. Shout out to him. I'm not worried about J Dub. Shout out to him. High chance I'm high. One of the homies that stream, and he's a good viewer. Um um anybody other than, you know what I'm saying, my people. Like, I expect, you know I expect whatever comes, but they supported me, and then I math liked it, and once I math liked it, I was like, bruh, where's my Madden Live people? Where's DK? Where's Grizzle? Where's Lauren? Where's Shopmaster? Where's these people I follow? They follow me. Well, I don't know if Shopmaster followed me, but I know DK followed me. I know D Grizzle followed me. I know Lauren followed me. I'm like, where they at? Because it was made by the specific group. And even if I'm wrong, DM me and be like, Raider, man, I kind of see where you coming from. I respect your view too. I would have respected that. No problem. But nobody from Madden Live other than J Dub had anything to say about it. And I was hurt. Because before Madden Live, I was riding with DK. I was riding with Grizzle. I was riding, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of them cats over there. With Swing Games and all of them. These Swing Games didn't say nothing, but I didn't even put Swing Games in it, to be real with you. Swing Games is so cool, bro. I just didn't put them in it. But even him, I don't care what race you are, bro. Like, the fact that I followed you and you follow me, and none of y'all like my shit, I felt hurt. I'm like, y'all riding with this. So yeah, I blocked everything moving. Cause I'm like, if you ain't gonna stand with me on this, then what you gonna stand with me for? I was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, like, don't single me out. I didn't come into this game filling out an application. When I first applied for Twitch or even tried to stream, it didn't say check black, check Mexican, check white, check Hawaiian, check other. It didn't care about what race I was when I started streaming. So why does my race matter now when it's time to raid somebody? I was hurt, cuzzo. I was hurt. That's why I stand with it, dude. Next question.
So, uh, I was in the stream. I saw, a lot of the talking, a lot of the viewers, a couple trolls, of course. But
Mm-hmm.
I caught the end of it where Scomo came in and apologized for what he said. He said basically, I understand where you are coming from. Matter of fact, let me word it for word because I don't want nothing taken out of context. So let me see. His exact words were, "Nah, I got you. Hope we are good. I apologize again. Those were his exact words. Now, from here to whenever, could you basically say it can be squashed, or is that something that's just is always gonna be there? I mean, like I know his intentions were good, but the wording it was wrong. He could have came to you and talked to you and asked how you felt first before attacking you.
Mm-hmm.
But now that he's apologized and is being talked about, do you think it's a sincere apology, or do you think it's an apology because he realized that he done fucked up?
That's tough. And this is the hot seat, and I'm not gonna hold nothing back. You feel me? The onions and pickles, all that shit about to come with the sandwich. But that's tough. Because before the apology, he said on my Twitter, he said it was just Black History Month. I was just trying to support people in the way that I could, didn't understand that I needed approval first or to be black to support Black History Month, I guess. Like that don't sound like an apology to me. That sound like an underhand slap in my face. Let me read it again. It said it was just Black History Month. I was just trying to support people in the way that I could. Didn't understand that I needed approval first or to be black to support Black History Month, I guess. So let's address that first. First of all, it's not about being any race to support anybody. Let's get that clear. All the people were saying was just do it like Nike. You don't have to advertise it. You don't have to make it a big deal. You know what I'm saying? The fact that it was in parentheses in pretty much black streamers, that's where the issue came. Period.com. You don't need approval to support nobody, man. But don't try to make it out this like to be this big deed. Like I'm just doing something. I pity these people because of what they went through. It's Black History Month, so let me be the one to pity them. Like no, you
Don't
should have been getting recognition, and if it ain't recognition from you, then it's cool. We get recognition from people. It's not that we asking for recognition.
don't make us to be a charity
So
case.
so then so the apology. I mean, to address that, I have no issues with him. That's nothing that can It's not we can't resolve it or we can't. No, it's no. It was never an issue with him at all. I never accused him of being racist. I never accused him of what I'm saying, having malice or any ill will in his heart when he did what he did. I just feel like at the end of the day, like now is not the time to try to let's leave it alone, brother. Let's leave it alone. We don't have to do that. It's Black History Month. We don't have to do that. Like I feel like what I'm saying, because it just sounds suspect. It sounds like prior to Black History, was we getting what I'm saying, respect then? Will we getting rated then? Like that's what it sounds like when you say I think for the month of February I'm going to rate black streamers. That sounds like a new invention or a new experiment. Like you didn't do it before, so it sounds like something new. That's just what a lot of us took from that. And that's all
Exactly.
I was saying at the end of the day. Like, don't make it like a race thing, man. Just do from the kindness of your heart.
Exactly.
Don't, you know. So yeah, at the end of the day, to answer the question, I have no issues with him. I don't know him. I'm always a man of respect, and if a man apologizes for how he said something, then I can't do nothing but respect that. I don't hate him. I wish him nothing but success, nothing but the best. We all different. We all come from different walks of life. He said he was Jewish. I mean, I don't, what I'm saying? I never put what he was, or I never assumed he was, any other, race or whatever. I didn't like the way it was typed. You could have been Dominican, you could have been Jamaican, you could have been anything and type that, and it would probably came off weird. Like that's just the way life is, bro. Like let's not put but no one in a box. Let's all be one. You know what I'm saying? Martin Luther King had a dream, and the dream was that it was one race, and that's the human race. Let's just be one race. You don't have to be divided. That's all I gotta say on that.
All right. So moving on from the Scomo situation, let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Okay.
By elephant, I'm sure you can already think about who I'm talking about because I know there's a problem. Something that happened on Twitter about a year ago, which it's still bothering him, I'm not sure why it's bothering him, but I know you're heavy into sports and you don't like to go back and forth when it comes to teams, especially if that both teams. I mean, teams are trash. Um, we call them. Nah,
Nah,
his
nah,
name.
we go. Nah, we can keep 1,000. All right, go ahead, keep going. But nah, I'm gonna interrupt you now. Fuck it, I know who you're talking about too. Fuck it, we talking about Chief. All right, no. All right, now this is just a hot seat. We'll keep it 1,000. We talking about fourth quarter gaming. Yes, sir. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So a year ago, since we on this shit, man, it was the NFL season. I forgot what week it was or whatever. I think it was close to the playoffs. I can't quite remember it because this shit's past me. But I said something. I wasn't even talking to this motherfucker. First of all, I wasn't even talking to him. I said something, and he had commented on my post. He was like, "Yeah, because such and such don't want to play for a weak ass organization." And I was like, wait a second, what? Like, the Bills just made the playoffs for the first time in like years. Like, how many years since the Bills been in the playoffs, and now we all of a sudden high and mighty because they was doing better than us or some shit. And then it just kept going and kept going because he's a Bills fan, I'm a Raider fan, so it was just some biased ass shit. I'm like, all right, so clearly this isn't going to be a positive debate, or maybe you know what, I respect your opinion, you respect mine, or we agree to disagree. So I blocked the motherfucker. Like, what I'm supposed to do? Like, I'm supposed to get mad and get heated and then keep going and keep going. Like, nah, clearly the same way he is in his chat is the way he was doing in on Twitter. He was just going to be over opinionated. He was going to be outspoken, and just whatever he said goes, and whatever I said didn't matter. I was like, I'm going to block you, bro, because you speaking nonsense. You act like your team been in the playoffs every fucking year. This is the first time in 13 years these motherfuckers did something. Now all of a sudden the Raiders is weak as fuck. Or no, he called the Raiders pretenders. Then he said this player would have played for a contender, not a pretender, or some shit like that. And I'm just like, wait a minute, y'all just start contending. Did you not remember in the 90s y'all lost every fucking Super Bowl y'all went to? Like, who the fuck is you talking to? Like, like, so it was just I blocked him. And then like a month or two ago, he somebody had oh yeah Smee, we had a podcast, and he was advertising the podcast, and he was like, tagging people like, hey man, come check the podcast out. He tagged fourth quarter gaming. Oh, it's funny, he still got me blocked to this day. Some. And I'm just like, man, I forgot about you. I don't see you. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't follow you like that. So that's what that was about.
Okay. Just I figured since I had you in the hot seat, we might as well address it. Trying to think of any other situations, stuff that's going on. What else? What else in the Twitter world is going on?
Shit, man. I mean, other than what Scomo had posted or whatever the case may be, hold on. Let me address that real quick too before I get into that other shit. Cause I'm about to get on these motherfuckers I blocked too, man. Because I want people to understand why I did what I did. But Scomo had wrote some shit and he deleted it. But this is why I was hot, and this is why this shit even like really like took a point where I ended up streaming. See, I posted it, but what is that? He said, damn, I'm trying to find this shit, dog. I know what he said. Hold on. He deleted it too. I don't know who told me that, but I caught it and I took a picture. He said, so first of all, somebody named Antisocial Cord World, he said, damn, so MLK said, don't judge anyone by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. But here we are, providing more division based on skin color. All this guy was just saying right now was what I said before. I said, why do I have to be a black streamer? That's all I was saying. So he pretty much reiterated what I said without adding me or whatever. And then Scomo actually replied to it and said, I'm so happy I started this, making it easier to find a piece of shit people. If I want to rate black, white, green, blue, Jewish, Christian, man, or a woman, guess what? It's my choice, and I could give a shit what piece of shit people think. So when I read that response, I was like, well, he must think I'm a piece of shit too, because I don't agree with the fact that it's based on one skin color or one race. I don't agree with it. So that's what made me really hot. I'm like, bro, you took this shit out of context. I mean, the dude just expressed, he didn't disrespect you. He didn't call you out your name. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? He didn't accuse you of anything. All he was doing was quoting Martin Luther King, and he got the fucking axe. So that happened with that. That's why I was so tough today. And then the Madden Live people I blocked. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I
Oh
blocked
shit.
DK, I blocked Digital Champion, I blocked Lauren. Fuck, man, I don't even know. I just know people by name because that's what people I followed and they followed me. And I was hurt that they didn't respond to nothing I said on Twitter. It was like, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see this shit. But you know what the sad thing is, Cuzzo? I think they didn't respond because they was with the shit. When you look at what Scomo tweeted, they was with it. They were all tagging people in there, like, "Thank you, man. You're doing a good deed. You're a king. You're a goat. You're this. You're that." And they didn't want to be able to admit, you know what, Raider, man, you got a fucking point. You right, bro.
And that was the
I
first
get
thing
what
I
you're
did.
saying now.
I
Shout out
hit
to
you
Meta
up.
Piranha.
That was the
Met.
first thing I did. I hit you up and I told you, I was like, after I read your comment, I was like, damn, I didn't look at it that way. And then I
Mm-hmm.
reread it. I'm like, that was fucked up. Cause I commented and I tagged myself. Cause I'm trying to eat. So I'm gonna tag myself before I tag all these other people. So after I tagged myself, I'm like, why the fuck did I just tag myself? But me tagging myself, I'm like, Scomo, he was cool. I didn't watch the
Mm-hmm.
streams. He the one that got me into buying cards and shit. Even
Mm-hmm.
though I can't find the motherfuckers in the store, but he he was the reason I got into it, and I started watching the streams a lot. So when I seen he was gonna be rating people, I'm like, okay, cool. But then when I looked at, it, I'm like, damn, am I thinking? I'm like, nah, I'm thinking too much into it. And then when I saw your post, I'm like, okay, I'm not thinking into much. I'm not thinking too much into it. I was right. And then after you said it, it blew up. Everybody was talking about it, and it was just wrong. At the end of the day, it was just wrong.
Yeah, so when I posted what I posted, man, it was so many people that showed support and that understood where I was coming from. I wasn't trying to, what I'm saying, hate on nobody, man, but what I'm saying, it was certain people that I was looking to see it that didn't see it before. Because you gotta remember, because I read everybody's comments and I seen so many people that I rock with, that I respected, that I broke bread with, I subbed to, and I seen it, and I gave them the benefit of the doubt. On my mom and dad in heaven, on a stack of Bibles, I said they young. I understand, and I was just thinking, maybe 8 hours after the situation went down, man, somebody gonna be able to say, you know what, man, that shit kind of suspect, man. We need to address that or educate him on what the fuck is going on in these streets. Not to say that he was wrong for what he posted, because I understand you was trying to do a good deed, brother. I understand, and I would never take that away from him. But sometimes some things are better left unsaid, and that was one of them times. And when them people did, I'm saying, when them Madden Live people that I respected, they didn't come out and support me in any type of form or fashion, I was like, y'all got a hidden agenda. That's what y'all supposed to do. Because I always felt like Madden Live or anybody partnered with a big corporation, y'all supposed to share the same views that the big corporations share. Like I told you in the podcast, cuz a couple of days ago, I said if let's say hypothetically, if I was hosted or not even hosted, let's say I was partnered by EA and I came out talking about Huey Newton, Bobby Seals, and the Black Panther movement, I would get canceled. Didn't I not say that?
That's true. That's what you said.
I feel like you can't have your own individual opinion when you under a big corporation. And that's not even just Madden Live. That's a big record labels. That's whether you in politics and wherever you are, you have to be careful of what you say and mindful of who you follow. I understand that totally. So I feel like when nobody came out and defended me in that matter, I said y'all stand with that. I have to unblock you. I have to block you and get rid of everything that stands for anything of that nature because I don't stand with that. Y'all follow me. Y'all saw my tweet. That shit had over 80 likes. That shit had hella views. And you mean to tell me I math, somebody that don't even follow me, I math that have, you know what I'm saying, thousands and thousands of followers? I Mav, one of the biggest YouTube content creators on you. Like, come on, blood. Like, he saw that shit and showed respect. That made me realize, you know what? Block him, Raider. Block him. So that's where that shit came from, man. For real, cause that's where it came from.
Now, damn, that shit got to me. I'm trying to think of what the hell I was gonna ask because there was something that had to do with the Madden Live. Now, would you say okay? That's what I was gonna say. So, me personally, I feel like the Madden Live is a cult because it's like none of them. I mean, I don't know if they had to sign a contract or not, but it's time. It's a time like Madden Live or not. Me personally, I would have just been kicked out. They would have just had to kick me out because I'm just gonna talk about what's happening, what he's
Mm.
saying, why he said it. It shouldn't be said. And if you got Madden Live, obviously people know who you are, so you got the platform to use it, and
Yes,
you're
sir.
not using it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's where I was at with it, dude. I was like, you know what? I'm only one man. You feel me? I have a good platform. A lot of people respect me in the community. You know what I'm saying? From all walks of life. You know what I'm saying? I never just, you know what I'm saying? I never been in a bubble. I've always been a people person, man. People respect me from all walks of life, and my theory always been that people that was in Madden Live didn't have no heart, that they wouldn't stand for what's right. I've always felt it, but I was like, I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always like maybe one or two out there that's gonna be like, man, regardless, man, we ain't gonna let that ride. And that's what hurt me because J Dub, man, he's Madden Live and OG Network, man, and he liked it, bro. And I was like, bro, J Dub like that shit, man.
That's the goat. That's the
I just
goat.
expected my own friends, that people I really like came up with to understand me.
Yeah.
It hurt it to this day. It hurt, bro. Like it really hurt, bro. Like there ain't no way Big Cap, J Dub, IMAV, like come on, bro. So it fucked me up, bro. I'm like, what are you willing to do for fame, man, or for clout, man? Are you really willing to let shit mob like this? Like educate the dude, man. Like I'm not saying like let's all gang up on this dude and accuse him of this, that, and the third. Nah, man. But I'm the same way I'm educating people on what's going on. Like use your platform, educate. Even if you want to come at me and be like, Raider, man, what if he meant it like this? Even if you wanted to give me your perspective, I would have respected that all motherfucking day. But don't leave me in the cold like I'm just talking to myself. That's why I was hurt, cuz that's why I was hurt, bro.
Exactly. Because when you silent, it just seemed like you with it.
Yeah, man. Even if you ain't with it, the fact that you stood silent on it, I know you saw my post. You follow me. I don't blame Buffalo K and Rhino and fuck, man, who else, man? Like, I don't know, man. Just a couple people who don't follow me at all, bro. I don't blame them, but I mean, like I said, DK Nice, Lauren, Grizzle, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, come on, man.
Especially
And
DK.
shout out to Grizzle. Grizzle came through the night, you know what I'm saying, during the stream, and he was like, bro, I should have said something, pretty much. Like kind of how you put it. He said I should have said something. I saw it, but by the time I was able to react and give you my perspective, you blocked me already. And maybe I did. I'm a hothead. You feel me? Like I wear my feelings on my sleeve, man. Maybe I blocked people too early. Maybe I did. So I can't disrespect Grizzle and say that I I didn't give him a chance. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Or I can't disrespect him and say that he wasn't gonna stand for what was right. Maybe I did block him too fast. But shout out to him for coming through the stream. I didn't block him off my stream. I mean, he was welcome to come in and defend himself as a man, and he did that, and I respect him for it. So, anybody else that wanted to defend themselves, I mean, shout out to Lauren, because Lauren had reached me on Twitter too, on Twitch. I blocked her on Twitter, but she reached to me on Twitch, and I didn't respond to it because in my mind I was just like, man, I don't give a fuck what nobody say, but I was just in my feelings, so I didn't respond to her message. I'm gonna read her message tonight, though. You feel me? Like I don't knock anybody that what I'm saying, see things in a better light later on in life and understand. Like I don't knock them for that, and I apologize if I went too far and I blocked a gang of people, but I ride for mine, man. That's just how I feel, bro. Like I can't be fake in this game. I can't be fake, bro. And if I feel like people around me, fake, I get rid of them.
And the thing is, if you have a problem, DMs are open. You don't always have to say something on a post to feel like you have to say nothing. I mean, you have to say something. If you feel like you need to say something, send a DM, address the situation. But don't sit up there and not say nothing at all when you know it's a problem. It's like you avoiding it, you scared, you hiding behind EA, you hiding behind Madden Live. You want to keep that, you know, the viewers or whatever, but that's what's gonna bring the real viewers out from the fake viewers is to see how real you are in any situation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. And like I said, man, like it was never intended to accuse or make anyone feel as if I was talking about this dude in any type of like negative way. I disagree with what was said, and that's what it was. But I'm sorry, man. Some of these cats were so scared to stand with me that it made it look like I was hating. Because I mean, even he said it. He was like, "Bro, 99% of the people agree with what I did." And I'm like, can't be mad at him because he's right. They stood by that shit, and nobody told him nothing. I guarantee you, if one great user or fucking books, motherfucking who else, man, problem right, fucking you black too, shit. If I don't you mix, you mean problem right mix, but I just play he mix, but who else, man,
This
who
nigga
else, who
said
else?
problem right, y'all. He said problem right mix, y'all. Y'all heard it here first. Problem right is mixed.
Yeah, I feel like problem right mixed, bro. Cause I'm mixed. So I kind of identify problem right based on like the interracial thing, like. But it's still problem right is still to me here, brother. To me here, brother. So problem right, books, one great user, shopmaster, shit, man, shit. Anybody in that circle of any big time type motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shopmaster been on the Madden bus before and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was riding the bus then, he riding the bus now. Shit, Barbershop, I'm just playing. Nah, y'all gotta watch Barbershop to catch that joke. But anywho, bro, like these are cats that been in the game forever. And I feel like if somebody that had a bigger platform than me would have said something, this would have all been alleviated. It would have been no problem, no
Of
issue.
course, of course. It's
You
always
know.
because we consider, well, I'm the little guy, but you consider the little guy compared to those guys. So, and that's why I get mad sometimes too, because I'll make a post and, like you said, the bad guy. I'm the bad person for saying it, but let
Mm.
one of the top guys, like you said, problem, one great user, anybody, one of them say something. Oh, it's 50, likes and 1,000 comments. Oh, you're so right, bro. Blah blah. And then they start. Oh, I don't like what he said now. But
Mm.
if I say that, I get my same little 5, 6 people say, Cali, you right. It's just that you just need a bigger name to get the point across because you up there now, and this Scomo shit then came to life without them.
Blood. Hey, facts. And you know what was crazy was that it didn't come to light until damn, I don't know if I should put it out there like that, but I
Nope, you
would
in a
just
hot
say like
seat. I want to hear it. You in a hot seat, nigga.
fuck it. I'm in the hot seat. I gotta say it. Queen Jess had she actually intervened into that because I think she was what happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Oh, she had some shit earlier with Madden like Clint Clint said some shit. I forgot how he worded it. I don't have my phone in front of me, but Clint said something to the effect of
There you go. Can't hear you. Volume went out. Hey, y'all, just remember we live. Like I told y'all, we uncensored, unedited. I tell y'all, bruh, I swear his camera just don't want y'all to hear the truth. We still can't hear you, cuz I don't know what it is, but whatever. As soon as you said Queen Jess, nigga, she got something in your house, nigga. She shut your shit down.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, cool. I swear that should be killing me. All right, so you hear me right? I'm gonna say it one more time.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, so Queen Jess was on. First of all, I think Clint had said something. The dude that be in the Madden shit. Clint said something about women streamers, and he was like, "Yeah, they shout out to these women. They've been on the grind." So he named like several women, but one of the women he named was Country Girl. So Queen Jess was like, hello, we stream too, and then she put her, Primrose, and Lauren, and somebody else. I think what
First
was it?
off,
Maybe it
first
was
off,
just them
first
three.
off, first off, we ain't mentioning that name in the hot seat no more. We ain't giving her
Look,
no more clout.
I got a story on that too. I got a story on that too. Remind me when we done. When we done.
All right.
All right. So she mentioned like those other women along with herself. So then I came along because I felt what she was saying, and I don't know if she thought I was taking a shot at her, but I said, "Oh man," I said, "Queen Jess, you know how it is, man. You ain't in that circle." You know what I'm saying? I said, "Man, I ain't seen Country Girl streaming hella long." LOL. Basically saying like you just named Country Girl because she's a part of the EA circle. Like Queen Jess been streaming way longer than Country Girl. Like I mean, her streams are way more consistent.
Yeah.
So I was defending Jess, and then Jess came back like, "Oh, but I don't consider myself in nobody's circle," and I'm like, "Bro, I wasn't trying to like say it like that. I was defending you. You know what I'm saying? But I let it go, you know. But within 30 minutes, man, Clint came out and apologized and was like, "I'm sorry, I missed you. You know, my bad. Blah 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 blah." So everything was good, and then so me and Queen Jess, we had a back and forth dialogue about some other shit. That's why I said I want to talk about that too. I'm gonna talk about it right now. Fuck it. Queen Jess hit me up and she was like, you know, Primrose, you know, saw, you know what I'm saying, you and Cali's hot seat video, and she would like to, you know, talk to you about what was said. Now in my mind, I'm like, I ain't really got nothing to say. Like, yeah, I'm not ready to talk to you, but it would be wrong of me not to try to hear you out. Like you're a young woman, you know what I'm saying, wanting to defend yourself and want to make right on some shit that you made a mistake about. Like only God can judge us at the end of the day. You dig what I'm saying? So I told her, I said, but I'm not ready to talk to her right now. I ain't gonna hold you, but you know, let her know I respect her for, you know what I'm saying, watching the podcast and wanting to, you know, wanting to, you know what I'm saying, clear some things up. I
We could
respect
bring her on
that.
the hot seat.
Huh?
I said we can put her on the hot seat.
And that's the point I was making because I was like, you know, I don't want it to be where she feels like we can't ever evolve as people. Because like I said in that commentary, I told you I said she was young. Nobody schooled her. I never just assumed off the rip that this is who she is and this is what she about. Like I just said she was young. Nobody schooled her, and she made a mistake. So if she's willing to clear her name and she want to come on the hot seat and do that, then I'm all for it. You know, only God can judge us at the end of the day. I have no problems with nobody. But that's what me and Queen Jess, that's what we was talking about. So that's how that whole little thing came up. And that's how Scomo came to the chat and later on in life, like that, you know, like later on he came to the stream or whatever because Queen Jess had put a post out talking about, hey, you and later need to pretty much squash this, and you know what you said, you know the way you said it was wrong, and this is how he took it, and then that's when Scomo took attention of he clicked on my page, I guess, and he saw what was going on, and yeah, he took a shot at me. He said I was reaching, and that's when I was like, I'm about to go live. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I started though.
Now, I want to address this Jmell situation since we're talking about Queen Jess
Mm-hmm.
because I have no problem with Queen Jess. So Queen Jess, I want you to know I have no problem with you, My only thing that I always would say is if somebody DMs you, DM them back and keep it there. You don't have to let the world know, and because at that point I feel like it's for clout. Um, I know it's all fun for you, but for me, knowing Jmell and the situation, the stuff that he went through, I feel like it just isn't the time to be releasing DMs like that. And furthermore, I don't think it's him, and I'm gonna stand by that till I die. I don't think that account is his. The other day they say he was missing. I'm glad that he was found because you never want to see nothing like that happen to anybody. But what is your what's your opinion on the account and the situation he went through? Because I mean, everybody, I hear some people say, shouldn't he still be in jail? And I'm like, I mean, he went to jail for a dog case. It wasn't murder. He didn't go to jail for murder. So why do y'all think he should still be in jail? Is it that much hate? Did y'all really hate Jmell that much? Because to me, and I don't care what anybody think out there in the Twitter world, Twitch world, YouTube world, he was the best at bringing Madden content. There was nobody out there like him that brought Madden content. He didn't try to have to get views off of showing you a glitch play, out of showing you what abilities to use. He simply was entertainment. And till I die, he will still be the best Madden entertainer. No matter what he's been through. And everybody, so many people put him up high as he was this great person. But then when he had to go through this whole dog shit, everybody sit up there and just dragged him through the mud like he was nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about the situation outside of jail? Because that's already been talked about. But the whole everybody see a DM from him, they're back to clout chasing. They're posting the DM. Oh, Jmell hit me up.
Well, my take on it was before the DMs and things of that nature, man. Even when he went to jail for what he did, I like I said, I stand by it. I wasn't there for what happened. We saw what happened, but being black in America, man, sometimes you can't always fight the law. I mean, let's just hypothetically, let's say his story is true, and he did what he had to do because the dog was attacking himself. Clearly, the court didn't see it that way. Obviously, the allegations brought against him was opposite of what he said. So it's almost like, hey, anybody that's ever been to jail or ever been in trouble, the public defender is going to say, hey, man, if you plead guilty, you'll do 3-4 months in jail and to do some community service and pay some fines. If you take this to trial, then we're gonna have to, you might lose and get 10 to 15 years in jail. You dig what I'm saying? So if you play devil's advocate on the situation, man, as I did, I thought he pled guilty to the shit based on the fact that, hey, man, I might not win. I might, and y'all know the numbers when it comes to African Americans, and trials and things of that nature. Y'all know.
I'm taking my 3 months
It's
just so
not
y'all
to
know.
defend his actions. If he's wrong, he's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, only God can judge you at the end of the day. I wasn't there. I don't know exactly what had happened, but I do know the law, and I do know that if you plead innocent and you lose that trial, man, you're going to be doing 5 to 10 years in jail. And even if it's 5 years and you're doing state time, you're going to do 80% of that time. So maybe he pled guilty to, get the time out the way and be done with it. But in the process of like pleading guilty and getting that time out the way, you lost everything. Your mama kicking you out the house. I mean, the easiest thing to do at that point, being homeless, is to do drugs. You know what I'm saying? Get into the life of doing drugs and going down a downhill spiral. You came from, having a Camaro and all this money and all this Supreme gear and all this shit, and now all of a sudden you ain't got no money. And like, that can make any man go crazy. Any man, woman, whatever.
And
So
that's what people
when the
fail to
dude,
realize.
what I'm saying, if it was him when he came back out talking about $20 games and this, that, and the third, like, I ignored it. I didn't turn my back on him because it's tough. You know, my whole family, most of my family, you know what I'm saying, was drug addicts and people who living on general assistance and depending on the next person to give them money and things like that. So I understand the struggle. I understand. You know, if it was really him, then I hate to see that he was going through that and he had to resort to scamming people out of money to get games or whatever, or whatever, pretending to play money games and taking the money. But also, if he sold his account and he's innocent, then I would hate for people to accuse him of being in that, being accuse him of being a scammer when deep down he sold his account and it wasn't him. So when DMs is being exposed, I mean, I'm cool with Queen Jess, and I understand what she was trying to say, or whatever the case may be. But I'm with you on that. I think that it should have been left alone. It shouldn't have been exposed. I mean, the dude going through enough, And if that man would have turned up dead, how would you have been after that? You know what I'm saying? Would you still have the same energy? Would you still have, you know what I'm saying? Like, we only got one life to live, man, and it's not our job to judge people, man. So I'm with you on that, man. I think the DM should have been, what I'm saying, quiet, and even if he scammed people, man, it's like, Lord forgive him, you know what I'm saying? If he did, like, it's not on us to judge people. Period. I don't hate him. That's all I gotta say.
Now, before we wrap up the hot seat, uh, I will actually we'll talk about it and see, because I would like to have Primrose, which however you say it. That's another thing I would ask her. How does she say it? Because I mean, I'm gonna say Prime, because to me, I feel like she's young. She in her prime, but
Yo, stupid.
I would want to know. I just want to address the situation, get it out there, because she is a little older now. It's the hot seat. Talk about it. Let's figure out what's going on, what's changed, because there's always room for change. But I haven't seen change because I'm going off what I've seen then and what I haven't seen now. So we'll talk about it and see, if she wants to come through.
Yeah, and I think with and also to go back on what you're saying right now with um like I said, there was a conversation that was wanting to be had between me and her, and I would definitely like to see that because she based it on, like she said, and I believe I have permission to say this. She said everything that was said about her was based on your mama's video of her or what have you. But my views on how I felt about it, I mean, yeah, I seen the clip, and when you said I support Confederacy views, like, nah, that's my opinion. After that, like, you said what you said, I'm like, wait a minute, whoa, what? So it's not me agreeing with your mama. I just think that at the end of the day, like, you said what you said, and I understand. You know what? That's wrong. But you see what I'm saying? But don't say it was because of your mama. No, I think your mama brought awareness to it, and that's how we got on. We caught on to it, but it's not his fault. What he, what I'm saying, said on his shit about you, that has nothing to do with me or my cousin. No, but you said what you said. But at the same time, like, I gave you the benefit of the doubt before in the podcast. I said she was young, she didn't know what she was saying, and when she said what she said, people tested her on it. So I respect her again for wanting to clear that up, and if it takes coming on to the Cali's hot seat to clear that up, like, yeah, do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, people would like to hear your point of view. Like, I'm never gonna be one that's gonna accuse anybody of being a racist or being this or being that, but defend yourself as a woman. Like, you have every right to defend yourself. Like, I have no problem with that. Speak that shit, because if I said something wrong, like, and people just want to cancel me, I want to defend myself. Like, give me a chance. You feel me? Like, even in the court of law, you get a chance to a trial. The law may not be fair, as I said before, shit, but at least I got a fighting chance. So please defend yourself, man. Come on to the stream. I welcome it. My cousin welcome it. Shit, man. Get it off your chest. I respect you for even wanting to address it, because those who don't address it usually are the ones who are, like, hiding something. So the fact that you feel that way, man, I support it. Come on through.
Well, y'all already know what time it is. We got to get up out of here. That concludes the episode 2 of the life inside of Raiderlyfe. No homo if that sounded wrong. But shout out to your mama. Shout out to that guy, aka Jovan, and everybody else that watches these videos, because the man be speaking facts, and that's what we do here. We about the facts. We about the truth, the hot seat. You come here, don't bring no bullshit to the hot seat. Don't be scared. Oh, I don't want to say this. I don't want to say that. Because if you don't want to say it, then don't come. But if you got something to say, this the spot to be. And that's where we gonna end it. We out.
Hold on.
Oh shit! He said, hold on.
I just want to make sure that we understand, because we got a lot of traction on what happened over the last few days with the whole Scomo thing, and I want you guys to remember, those who follow me and those who know of me, like, I don't want anybody to think that I am saying I have any ill intent to bring down anybody. That's how I hear feeding their family or making a way for themselves. Like, in no way that I ever, you know what I'm saying, wanted Scomo to feel like I was accusing him of anything. You know, this moment was it was an educational moment. That's all it was in my heart. It was an educational moment. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of bring you awareness. This is Black History Month. Let's bring everybody up to speed. You know what I'm saying? Black History Month is about a time of paying homage and showing appreciation to the pioneers before us that paved the way. Today we have the right to vote. Today we have the right to, you know what I'm saying, say what we want to say. Today we have the right to eat in the same diners. We have the right to learn education in the same schools. You know what I'm saying? There's equality in a lot of places that it wasn't before. So I feel like we've come a long way. So in the future, when we're going to do a good deed, all we have to do is just do it. Like Nike. Don't need to be talked about. Don't need to be mentioned. You know, what's understood does not have to be said. Just do it. I have no hate in my heart for Scomo. I wish him nothing but the best. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be paying attention to, you know what I'm saying, some of his videos now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we done came this far. Shit, I might as well tap in, see what the brother's about, and show some love. So I for anybody that, you know what I'm saying, follow me and that was riding with me, I appreciate y'all. His shit was still wrong. I stand on that. But let's not talk shit about him. Let's not, you know what I'm saying, make it, you know what I'm saying, no racist thing and nothing of that nature. Let's not disrespect that dude in any type of form or fashion. Now, if he admitted, hey, you know what, fuck you, I meant what I said, and this and that, then it'd be a different story. But he came to the stream, he apologized, you know what I'm saying, he a man. He a man for apologizing. I respect him. And I hope that, you know, everybody that fuck with me, they respect him as well. That's all I gotta say.
Well, I appreciate them words. We're gonna get out of here. That concludes the wrap up episode 2 of the hot seat. Make sure y'all hit that sub button, hit that like button, and be on the lookout, because just know we coming. No homo. I'm out.
My bad.